So we'll start. It's going to be a
Let's all.
Yeah, I'm wrong because he told me he's gonna
I know, I spoke to him too.
just started.
yeah
I don't want to
too.
interrupt, but
Once, let's,
yeah
let's call him, let's put him on speaker, give him a hard
yeah
time.
yeah
no, no,
no
just tell him, like we're starting. You're coming or not?
because it's gonna be a long because I don't know if we're gonna finish all of it. That's why I said we'll start now.
We'll stay a little bit longer. I mean,
Yeah
because we have to do. I
yeah
didn't do the marib yet.
yeah yeah. So we I'm gonna start with first of all what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with some halachot. And then from the halachot we're gonna go into a little bit of the deep stuff. Okay, so and then B'ezras Hashem, if there's time, can't promise, but if there's time after we're done, the last part will do actually some of the kavanot, some of the ideas of the tefillin. Okay, but so start this. We know that first of all we have two tefillin, right? We have one is called a shel rosh and one is shel yad, right? We know that we put a shel yad first. We wrap it around our hand 7 times. Then we put on the shel rosh. Then we finish the wrapping with the last 3 as a shin and the 3 on the finger. Okay. We know we have 2 straps that come from the head, right? The right one should be longer, right, than the left one. There is, huh? Yeah. So we'll explain all. First, we'll give you the basic halachot. What we
And then underneath.
don't go underneath the surface. So it should be noted that there's even a minhag by the Ben Ish Chai that he would take the right one and he would put a belt on around here and he would wrap the right one by the belly button and the left one by the heart. Okay.
Can I ask you a
Yes.
question? I've seen some people that they
The
have
belt.
belt. They put,
Yeah.
the strap in one belt and they
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
aragi,
Yeah.
like they put in.
Yes. The truth of the matter is he would put it in his avnit, like like Chabad wears avnit.
Yes.
So apparently, I'd have to ask about this, but apparently by the Lashon, by the simple language, in the Ben Ish Chai, he says, you put it in your avnet. Now it's very odd because you don't find that was a common practice, but it was, because actually it's a halacha in Shulchan Aruch, that people, again, I don't want to get to it now, but that if you should wear a avnet, a belt or not. Nowadays people say, your underwear or your boxers have the rubber, so it's as if the truth of the matter is that's yes and no. That's not so simple. That's not so simple. First of all, we know that again we're off topic a little bit, but when the Kohen would go when the Kohen would go to do his avodat Hashem, right? What would he wear? He would wear a me'il, right? He would wear a mitznefet, right? And another thing he would wear was his avnet.
Belt.
Wear a belt. Okay, so on one end, if we are being medameh, if we're being compared to the Kohen Gadol, or when he's doing a service, we should wear something that separates the body. But okay, this is a different topic. So you put it in your belt. The truth of the matter is, again, like I said, you'll see why that it's better to put it in an avnet. And not only is it in an avnet, but the avnet is actually supposed to be like 2 levels. A higher level and a lower level. So the truth of the matter is, if you're going by the Ben Ish Chai, and you're going to mamash fill the letter of the law of the Ben Ish Chai the way he does the Kabbalah, the belt should be almost two separate belts. Now, I haven't seen anybody put on 2 separate belts.
No.
And there's logic behind it, because again, like I told you, that the right one should be lower than the left one. Where does he get it from? So, pause for a second. He gets it from the Ptach Eliyahu. Right? What does it say in the Ptach Eliyahu? You ever read the Ptach Eliyahu before? He says, oops. In the Ptach Eliyahu, here it is. So he says, Ptach Eliyahu Navi, Zachorato ve'amar. Okay, so basically, Eliyahu Navi is going to describe the Sfirot. This is in davening. Right? So he says like this. Antu da'apakta sel tikunin v'kanina lohon asa sifiran. You made 10 sfirot, okay? And he goes through the thing, and and then he's going to describe them. He's going to say this. אחד אריך, one is long, ואחד קצר, and one is short, ואחד בינוני, and one is in the middle. So Chazal tell us, what is it talking about? Chad Arich is talking about Chesed, the right side, it's long. The Chad Katzer, and one is short, it's talking about Gvura. The Chad Benoni is talking about the body, the Tiferet. So Ben Ish Chai says, this is why the minhag is to put one long and one short. Okay? This is where he didn't just make it up, it's from here. Okay. Anyway, furthermore in the halachot, again, one of the unique halachot, and it's a machloket, but according to the Ben Ish Chai, if a person had a tefilin only, okay, he put it on. After a few minutes, after let's say whatever, in 20 minutes, someone comes and says, "Oh, I have a tefilin shel for you. You want to put it? Yeah, I'll put it on." The question is, what does he do? What's the procedure? Should he just put it on, or should he take off the tefillin shel rosh,
Do all over again.
put it from all over again, put it tefillin shel yad, and put it all? Beis Chai writes, "Al pi Kabbalah." So you have to take it off, take off the head one, and do a whole procedure. Rav Avad is not ruled this way because he rules actually like the Rama in this regard. However, again, Al pi Kabbalah, there is what to be stringent of, and we'll explain why tonight. Once I tell you what it is, you say, "Oh wow, of course, we gotta do that way." It makes sense to follow the procedure. Now, Rizal was very makpidi. He would brought down in the Kaf HaChaim that he would actually even like curse out at someone who did not follow the procedure. Someone who put on tefillin shel rosh before tefillin shel yad. Of course, I know. So there's a procedure. There's also a minhag, right? That according to the Beis, when you are putting on your tefillin shel yad, you should put on the talit like this, cover, almost completely cover it, and wrap the tefillin shel yad. Why? Because this, Vaya lecha leot al yadecha, and it should be for you. Says the Ben Ish Chai, lecha v'lo lachirim, you and nobody else. So the tefillin shel yad has some sort of a component that is supposed to be just for you. So you may find that people cover it. Don't have to, but some people cover it, completely cover it, so no one sees it. Only they can see it. Tefillin shel rosh, it's not like that. Tefillin shel rosh, there's different minhagim. Some people cover it, some people cover up to here, some people cover the whole thing, some people don't cover it at all. Minhag, right? The Shulchan Aruch brings down to cover your head with talit. We spoke about it before. It's a minhag chasidut.
But Oliver says that you have to cover them both, or
The arm one?
Yeah, arm or the head.
The arm one, yeah. So the Beis Chai was very makbid. It says ve'haya lecha leot. Should be for you a sign.
If you're wearing your coat, like your jacket,
Put inside.
then you take your jacket out, you.
I personally, I put it inside.
Then you put your jacket.
Put it inside.
How can?
It fits inside. Goes inside.
But the Ashkenazi, they just leave the,
Yeah. Yes.
the
Right,
hand out and they just put
yes.
together, but you don't see it.
Right. So again, we're going to explain all the concepts of what everything is going on now. And the other thing is, a big thing, like I spoke about it on Moshe Shabbat, a big thing is that a person should be very careful not to let the straps throw on the floor. You'll see that, I don't know why, it's a minhag, a wrong minhag, I don't know where the minhag came from, that when people are wrapping it up, they wrap it like this.
Yeah.
It's like they're playing a game. They take the straps, roll them on the table or roll them on the floor, and start wrapping it. They lost all of the kavanah, all the importance of what tefillin is. If people would know, the straps are actually more important than the box.
Why does Hashem's name on it?
The box has the Pirshiot, Hashem's name on it, right? One of the most important components of the tefillin is the straps themselves. That's why you'll find that the Ben Ish Chai says, before you put them on, you kiss the straps, and before you take them off and put them back, kiss the straps. Not only that, but when you put them back, make sure to put them back with the left hand, because that's a weaker hand, so that you show you're sad to take the mitzvah away. Not fast. Oh, okay, with the strong hand. We show a little bit of love for the mitzvah that it's hard for us to take it away. Okay, that's an interesting minhag.
Where does it say that tefillin shel yad yelecha?
Vaya lecha leot ayadecha.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right?
So if they hand this towards us, that's why we face it towards us, and some have the minhag of covering it.
Covering it.
To really make it perfect.
Right.
So it's for us. What does that mean?
Okay, so again, so now let's...
Word, if you
Right,
don't have an explanation.
okay, so now let's start. So the last few weeks we did a few things, right? We discussed the 4 parshiot. What are the 4 parshiot? Kadesh li kol bechor, right? That's the first parsha we're going to read in the morning, right? Vehaya ki viacha, and it was when Hashem will bring you to the land, right? Right? Those 2 are talking about Yetziat Mitzrayim and about the distinct mitzvah of a Peter Kol Rechem, about the firstborn animal, ox, donkey, right? Right. Those are 2 parshiot on that. Then you have Shema and Vehaya im Shamoah, 4 parshiot, right? So we're going to go fast. Let's do a quick review. So we said, brothers again, remember we said this was from Rav Schwab in the Iyun Tefillah, right? This is what he says. The 4 parshiot are connected 4 halakim. What are the halakim? 4 parts. We said that the first thing that Hashem created in us is a basic goof. Basic goof, it's a body. It's clay, it's a piece, it's a vehicle. It itself is nothing yet. Right? That's related to what parasha? Kadesh li kol bechor. Okay? What does that have to do with Kadesh li kol bechor? Kadesh li kol bechor is the initial parasha that tells us exactly who we are. We said, what is Kadesh li kol bechor? Kadesh li kol bechor reminds us that we are the firstborn of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? So before we even get into Neshama and all these things, hold on. Let's slow down. Let's first realize who we are. Am Yisrael, like I told you before, Yisrael is the combination of the words li rosh. They are. This is my head. This is my complete intent. Hashem says, the complete intent in creating the world. Right. If you look at the letters of Yisrael, it's li rosh. My complete intent of creating the world was for what? So it says for 2 things. Right. Bereshit. Right. But we know it's for 2 things. What is it?
To give us His love.
Torah and for Am Yisrael. That's before we get into about and how Hashem created the world and all that. Hold on. Just know first of all the 2 principles that for that upon them the world was created. Am Yisrael and the Torah. It's pretty good, right? Okay. That's when you start with that point. Now you can move forward. Now you know why you have even a mission. Why you are going through the process of what I'm about to tell you. Why you are going through this process called Kadesh. Kadesh means to what? Separate yourself. You're not just nobody. You're not just anybody. Kadesh is you're unique. You cannot be like everybody else. And this is why we said also that we read the Kadesh li kol bechor, one of the first parashot in the morning. Because the idea is Kadesh li kol bechor. Bechor means firstborn, but it also means you're first of anything that you do. Meaning, i.e., the first of your morning. The first thing you do in the morning, Hashem says, for me, Kadesh li kol bechor. That's the first thing you do in the morning. That should be in your mind that whenever you're doing anything, the first of anything, the first step you take outside, with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the first words that come out of your mouth. Some people have to minhag, they don't talk until they daven. I have an uncle that this is his minhag, he doesn't talk till he davens.
But I hear there are some people, they don't even talk
What do you mean?
to anybody in the shul.
Okay. They don't talk until they daven. Because his first speech is going to be to Hashem. That's his first speech is going to be to Hashem. I want you to know this is not a guy that is a long bearded rabbi. This is a regular guy. Sometimes he even puts his feeling on in his house. But the idea is that he understands Kadesh Kol Bechor. I can't. The words that Hashem gave me a gift, and I have to give him the gift. That's the first thing I have to do. I have to bring him the choice is the Kadesh Kol Bechor. Okay. If you look in the idea of Kadesh Kol Bechor, it tells us about the Guf Adam, right? Let's look at the parasha real quickly. Kadesh Kol Bechor, Peter Kol Rechem.